jamás será vencido.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
El pueblo está presente, se ve, se siente, el pueblo está presente, se ve, se siente, el pueblo está presente, se ve, se siente, el pueblo está presente. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido, el pueblo unido jamás será vencido, el pueblo unido jamás será vencido. 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 La gente mirando también está apoyando. La gente mirando también está apoyando. Únete, únete a la lucha.
Soy el presidente del local 890.
¿A qué se debe la conferencia de prensa hoy? ¿De qué se trata?
Esta conferencia se trata de apoyar al gobernador Newsom, de lo que conocemos como una distribución. ¿Por qué estamos apoyando las uniones al gobernador Newsom? Muy sencillo. En la época de COVID, el gobernador Newsom ha sido la persona que ha estado al pendiente de los trabajadores. Ha estado en diferentes lugares apoyándonos, dándoles oportunidad a los trabajadores de que se les pague cuando están enfermos del COVID. También le han dado todo el apoyo a las uniones para poder representar a los trabajadores que están trabajando en las plantas de comida, en los almacenes para seguirle dando a nuestra gente comida a todo el país. Y el gobernador Newsom ha estado allí con nosotros en esos momentos. ¿Quién quiere destituirlo? Los mismos que estaban protestando en el tiempo de Trump, que Biden no había ganado la elección. Son los mismos intereses de fuera del estado de California que quieren quitar un gobernador que está haciendo lo bien para el estado de California.
¿Por qué no debe destituirse? ¿Por qué no debe destituirse?
¿Por qué no debe destituirse? Porque está haciendo un buen trabajo para el estado de California y para la gente de California.
¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Únete, únete a la lucha, únete. Únete, únete a la lucha, únete. Únete, únete a la lucha, únete. También está apoyando, la gente mirando, también está apoyando, la gente mirando, también está apoyando. Unido jamás será vencido, el pueblo unido jamás será vencido, el pueblo unido jamás será vencido, unido jamás será vencido. Únete a la lucha, únete, únete. El pueblo está presente, se ve, se siente, el pueblo está presente, se ve, se siente, el pueblo está presente. Unido jamás será vencido, el pueblo unido jamás será vencido, el pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Únete, únete a la lucha, únete. Únete, únete a la lucha, únete. Únete, únete a la lucha, únete. El pueblo está presente, se ve, se siente. El pueblo está presente, se ve, se siente. El pueblo está presente. Se ve, se siente, el pueblo está presente. Se ve, se siente, el pueblo está presente. Únete a la lucha, únete. Únete, únete a la lucha, únete. Únete, únete a la lucha, únete. Se siente, el pueblo está presente. Se ve, se siente, el pueblo está presente. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. 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 Únete, únete a la lucha, únete. Se siente, el pueblo está presente. Se ve, se siente, uno está presente. Se ve, se siente, uno está presente. ¡Que vivan los trabajadores! ¡Vámonos! ¡Véngase! ¡Vámonos! 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 ¡Véngase! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se de esos de la Unión. ¿Ready? While I'm with the Monterey County Democrats, we are a diverse group of community members, of labor, of political folks, of elected officials who say no to the recall of Gavin Newsom. By now, everyone should have gotten this in the mail. It says Atención Electores right here. It lets everybody know you're going to be getting a ballot in the mail by about August 16th. There is a special election. On that ballot, it will say, shall we recall Gavin Newsom? The vote is no. Look for that ballot in the mail coming around August 16th. Mark the box no and send it right back in. Do not wait. Do that right away. Also, we want to say that we have a great team here in Salinas, and if you'll be hearing from Gary Carnes, our campaign lead, in a little bit. But I also want to say, Olga Reyna, who is out leading chants for you, you're going to see her in our office. You're going to see Iris Rivas doing her wonderful creative graphics, photography, artistic work, and Jesus Valenzuela with the media. Thank you so much, Team Salinas. Why are we here in Salinas? We have a headquarters for the Center for Change in Seaside for years at 1238 Fremont. Why are we here in Salinas? Because right here, particularly in Alisal, in East Salinas, it is the heart and blood of the Salinas Valley, right here. That's why we are here. And also, it is a microcosm for California's present and future. What's going on here? What we're struggling with here? What people are fighting for here? It's at the heart of what's going on. And also in our nation, the present and future of our nation is what's going on right here in East Salinas.
That's right.
So what we want to do now is bring up a few speakers who are going to tell you why their organization asks you to vote no on the recall. So if you have any problems with feedback, just bring the mic back. And I'm going to start with Lauro Barajas, who is the regional lead for
United Farm Workers. Loud.
Buenos días a todos, a todas. No, pues es un honor estar aquí con todos ustedes. Ver a Olga después que supo que se quebró ahí un tobillo y verla aquí otra vez mandándole vibras al gobernador, no hay como pierda. Entonces, pues estamos aquí para informar a la comunidad de que este recall es un mensaje malo para nuestra comunidad y que como uniones estamos aquí para decir de que se vote en contra de este recall, de que no es un asunto que va a beneficiar a la gente trabajadora, a la comunidad y a nuestra comunidad latina. Entonces, es el mensaje que queremos mandar muy claro aquí junto con todas las demás uniones y la comunidad. Gracias.
And we are calling up now Patty Diaz-Salzberg with CSEA, the California School Employees Association.
Good morning, everybody. So all CSEA members are out working, so I'm here to speak on behalf of CSEA because we want you all to know you need to vote no on the recall. Vote no on the recall. CSEA members were paid during the pandemic. Why? Because of the governor. Yes. Why were members being able to be home taking care of their families? Because of the governor. So remember, when you get your ballots, you need to vote no. You need to remember, your CSEA members, they're working all day, every day. We are the bus drivers. We are the food service. We are the office workers. We are the ones that deal with your children every single day. So remember, when you get your ballot, to vote no on the recall. We need to keep Gavin Newsom as our governor because he is the one that is there to protect our workers. So again, remember, vote no on the recall.
Yes. Invite up now Alicia Letters for SEIU 521. She is
First of all, brothers and sisters of all unions, because labor unions are the backbone in this country, all over the world. All the things that we have endured during this time, we know we're in a very special time with the coronavirus raging, for her having tried to destroy our lives, but we have continued to rise, and we will continue to rise. And one of those things that we are going to do in order to continue to rise is to stop the attack on our progress by saying no to a wasteful partisan recall.
Yes.
We're talking in the amount of $268 million that is going to cost for a recall, and who is going to suffer and pay the cost for that recall? Us, the working people, the backbone of our community. So we must say no. We know that we are leading in this area because we are leading a strong and inclusive recovery, and Gavin Newsom has led the way in all of it. We know that at this time we are actually making history because we have helped to establish the first child care unit. He has a strong track record, and I'm talking about Governor Newsom because he extended California's paid family leave. All those things, as the sister has already stated, during this pandemic that working people, that families needed in order to keep going, he has signed off and provided. How dare they try to come with a recall that's going to put more of a burden on the working people, the families of this state, in order to pay for a recall. When we are bouncing back, we are continuing to fight our way through this pandemic. And the thing is that we're fighting against injustice that was established before the pandemic. The only thing the pandemic did was bring it to the forefront. So we must continue to fight. We must continue to say no when we get those ballots. We're in support of Governor Gavin Newsom, and we say no, and we say CSAP. Because this is another tactic to get us off course. We must stay our course, and we must continue to fight together. That's it.
Monterey Santa Cruz County Building and Construction Trades Council that joins you in voting no on the recall. We have, in addition to the speakers, we have United Food and Commercial Workers, we have All in Labor, we have Monterey County Renters United, hashtag Renters Vote, and more. We are united because we know that this is a waste, as Alicia said, of nearly $270 million. What could that be done? What could be done with that? How many roofs over heads? How much health care delivered? How many lives saved? How many children educated? How many prisoners released? How much justice created? With $260 million. We're going to win this, and we're going to win big. Vote no on the recall. We have two more speakers. First, I'm going to call up Jorge Valenzuela with Teamsters 890. He is there, right?
Somebody's coughing. Governor Newsom made sure that employers notified the members and the workers when somebody was sick at the work site. That was Governor Newsom who signed that legislation. That's right. When the Safeway distribution center in Tracy was being hit by a dangerous outbreak, Governor Newsom intervened to make sure that that was stopped as well. That's right. And as some of the speakers already mentioned, this is a wasteful recall. As we know, the interests are backing this recall are very powerful interests who are not looking for the best interests of working families. These are interests who are looking to benefit the corporations, the big giants, and they're not looking out for the best interests in our community. So that's why we are here, Teamsters, unions, members of the community, to make sure that we do everything in our power to stop the recalls. Again, 25 years, Gavin Newsom has been fighting for us. This September, we fight for Newsom.
Wonderful. Okay, so our last speaker representing unions is one of the champions for change and justice making in the state of California, the California Nurses Association. We have Sandra Martinez.
Buenos días. Hello, everyone. I am so proud to be here with a lot of activists and champions that are doing the right thing. I think as labor, we have always been on the right side of history, trying to alert the community to what's going on. What's happening with the recall is an insult to many of us that spent hours campaigning to elect the right person to the office. And this is despicable that the Republican Party took advantage of one of the worst histories in our communities, a year of the pandemic, to take advantage of the suffering of the people, the economic suffering, and then turn it into a recall. It is shameful, it is embarrassing, it is disgusting, and more than anything, it is motivating us to say this is not right. That is why we're saying no on the recall. I want to tell you that the California Nurses Association supported Newsom, continue to support Newsom, even though we know that he's not a perfect candidate, but the totality of what he's done surpasses everything every single negative that he could have done. In our union, for example, when we were saying we don't have enough staff to take care of the sick people, he rescinded the ratios. That was something that we have been fighting. It was not the right thing to do, but it was at that time. He felt necessary. Do I hold it against him? No, because he has his duties as a governor to do the difficult decisions. That is why I'm still, and we're still supporting that no on the recall. Let's keep together. Let's focus on sending the alarm to the community that we need to tell the communities. Half of them don't even know that there's going to be a vote and say, vote on the recall, vote no on the recall, vote no on the recall. No a la destitución, no a este reclamo que está haciendo el Partido Republicano, porque sabemos que lo que están haciendo es manipulación del sufrimiento, de la desgracia de la pandemia. No está bien esto, es solamente un movimiento que muchos multimillonarios están tratando en campaña de poner a una persona que ellos quieren, lo cual va a implicar muchas reformas que el gobernador está ahorita tratando. Por ejemplo, el clima, la inmigración, paquetes económicos que la comunidad necesita. El grupo laboral está en contra de la destitución y vamos a trabajar juntos. Sí se puede, hasta adelante, seguir.
Right to hold our elected officials accountable, to get good people who share our principles and values elected to office, and then guess what? After they're elected, a lot of them show up, and some of them are here today. Please forgive me if I have not caught your name. We're all wearing masks, right? But I want to name the folks who are on this list of local elected officials who said, yes, I will publicly stand up and say no to the recall. And that is Jacqueline Simon from the Northern Monterey County Fire District is here today. Lisa Berkeley, council member from the city of Marina. Juan Cabrera from Salinas Valley Memorial Healthcare System. And Orlando Osorio, City Council. So to wrap things up, I want to invite up Gary Carnes. Gary Carnes Carnes is our campaign chair for the Democratic Party in Monterey County, and he is partnering, following the orders, whatever Olga Reina says, for this effort. So I want to speak to people. You know, we keep talking about voting. We keep talking about voting. People who cannot vote, and I want you to hear me too. If you are able to vote, if you are registered and you're getting one of these things in the mail saying your ballot is coming, we want you to fill that out right away. Vote no, send it right back in. If you're eligible to be registered to vote and you are not registered, register now online. It's very easy. Or come here, we'll help you. Whatever party you're going to register in, or no party at all, we'll register you to vote here. If you are unable or not eligible to register to vote, you matter too. This is your community. La comunidad latina aquí en Sabinas, it matters. Tell those in your family who can vote. Let them know what you hear, what you know, and why you want to vote no on recalling the governor. Gary Carnes, will you please come up here?
All right, Mary!
All right, thank you, Karen. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
So, details. Elections have consequences. 40% turnout is predicted statewide. What does that mean? Maybe less than 40% in our communities. Our job is to turn people out who are Democrats and independents who are supporting Gavin Newsom, who tend to vote Democratic. That's a large swath of people. We chose this community to work in because of the office, but also because we needed a presence here in order to canvass, do phone banks, do texting, do human billboarding, and send postcards to the voters here. We, with limited resources, our main ingredient is volunteers. We need volunteers. So, in the coming days, in the next 30 days, we're going to try to make sure that there's a high turnout of voters, especially in East Salinas, where the population is heavily Latino, heavily Democratic, and very young. Average median age, 28 years old. So we have a lot of young families. We're going to do a lot of the traditional campaign work that you maybe are all familiar with in terms of how we communicate with voters, but we're going to try probably some more creative things. If you have ideas on how to best canvass and messages, we need them. We need new ideas, whether it's, if we don't get a whole lot of people to canvass, we'll do caravans, we'll do human billboarding, we'll rent an ice cream truck and drive around town. There's plenty of things we can do, but if you have ideas, make sure to get them to us, and we'll have a schedule when you can volunteer. You can come here, or the office in Seaside, and perhaps some of the unions will open up their offices so that we can accommodate more volunteers. We'll provide lists, scripts, training, whatever folks may need. So, again, elections have consequences. Not voting has consequences. So it's important that we deliver that message as well as the no on the recall. The second question on the ballot, which people are going to ask you and ask us, who do I vote for on question 2? Our official response is nobody. You're voting no on 1 and blank on 2. That's basic, clean answer for people to take to the polls. Thank you very much. I hope you all volunteer. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for coming today. To contact us, again, come by the office. We'll have our hours posted. We are an all-volunteer operation. There's nobody on paid staff with the party here. We are all volunteers. So if you want to contact by email, it is stoptherecallnow@gmail.com. Stoptherecallnow@gmail.com. The phone number, 831-333-0101. That's 831-333-0101. You don't have to remember it. We'll have it in the window. Like us on social media. We will be there. We will have a presence. And our doors, our resources, our time is open to all of you to partner, Together, we're going to prevail. We're going to vote no on this recall. Thank you again to Teamsters 890 for this space. Thank you